Many people think night is merely the period that ends a long, exhausting day, the moment the body music relaxes and the mind is allowed to rest. But for Jung, the very instant consciousness music begins to dissolve is when the unconscious rises most music powerfully. Just a few minutes before you fall asleep, the mind lowers all the defenses it has kept raised, music throughout the day. And whatever you release into that moment, whether anxiety or strength, travels straight music into the deepest layers, becoming the silent seed that shapes your tomorrow. We often carry our worries, music, unfinished stories, and still warm self-criticisms straight music into bed. We believe we are resting, but the unconscious is not. It continues to turn over fragments of memory and emotion, weaving them into material for the next cycle of our lives. This is why Jung said, "What we music failed to make conscious will return and rule us as fate." There is a truth few people ever see. Each night, you are not simply going to sleep. You are reprogramming music yourself. The question is, will you let it happen by accident, or will you learn to claim authority music over your own mind? In today's video, I will guide you to the threshold that leads music into the deepest place within your soul. If you know how to step through, you will not merely fall asleep. You will embark on a quiet yet powerful music process of rebirth. As always, I have a small challenge for you. Watch this video until the very end if you are truly serious about your personal journey and inner growth. Leave a comment saying, "I accept the challenge," or simply accept the challenge, so we can begin the first part of today's video together. Number 1. Why is the moment before sleep so powerful? Right before you fall asleep, something subtle happens that most of us never notice. Consciousness begins to tire, and the defenses that protect us during the day from fear, old memories, or uncomfortable thoughts start to loosen. This is when the protective mechanisms fall away. If during the day you still have enough clarity to say, "No, that isn't music true," then at night, as your eyelids grow heavy and your breath slows, you no longer have the strength to resist those voices. They slip inside as easily as water soaking into music soil. And the danger lies here. The unconscious accepts everything you feed it without ever asking, "Is this true?" That is why many people wake up feeling heavy even when nothing bad has happened. They don't realize that the previous music night, they allowed fragments of emotion to fall into the unconscious without any supervision. Jung music believed that the unconscious does not argue. It operates through images, music emotions, and repetition. Imagine telling yourself before sleep, "I'm not good enough," or "tomorrow won't be any better." During the music day, such thoughts may drift by because you're busy or distracted. But at night, that small sentence slips straight music into your deepest layers and remains there as a command. And the next day, your mood sinks for reasons you cannot explain. Maybe you've just finished a stressful workday. You lie down, scroll your music phone, and mumble, "When will this suffering ever end?" It feels like nothing more than a sigh, a moment of weariness. But to the unconscious, it is a sealed instruction. The next morning, you wake with no motivation, your mood murky like a fogged sky. Your unconscious recorded it faithfully, like a quiet, impartial music notebook. Jung called the moment before sleep a threshold, a thin boundary where consciousness and the unconscious meet. If your music during the day is like rippling water, then this is the moment when the surface becomes still. And anything music dropped into still water sinks very deep. That is why music in analytical therapy, Jung paid special attention to the images that appear just as a music person is about to sleep. Small fragments of memory, vague feelings, fleeting visions. These aren't random. They are the language of the unconscious rising as consciousness relaxes its grip. When you imagine yourself failing, you plant a symbol of failure. When you imagine yourself stronger, you plant a symbol of strength. and the unconscious music will choose whichever symbol you repeat most often and make it the default setting for music. Your behavior. This is when imagery becomes most powerful. Someone who falls asleep, music each night, imagining themselves belittled or judged, will slowly develop a deep internal sense of inferiority. Conversely, someone who ends their day, music, by recalling moments of patience, courage, or gentleness toward themselves is planting seeds of music inner resilience. These symbols, though small, become music foundations upon which the unconscious builds inner strength. Jung believed that what repeats in the music unconscious becomes each